Welcome to Port St. Lucie. This is Professor Tefero for Belt and Road Strategies. And today we're going to look at Lesson 9, which is going to analyze African and Arab countries along the Belt and Road Maritime route. Um, what will be the strategies of the countries that are along the Red Sea routes? This is very important economically to almost every one of these countries, and a wrong decision or a premature decision may result in the loss of billions of dollars or percentage of market share. So there's a lot of money at stake here. Let's look at the African countries first. Egypt is in an excellent position because they have the Suez Canal, and all the Chinese ships have to go through the Suez Canal sooner or later. You can't you can't avoid that. So, if nothing else, Egypt will reap benefits from charging fees for passing through the Suez Canal, but they want much more than that, and China wants much more from that from Egypt as well. Egypt is in a very good position to accept overland trade from Eastern African countries, Western African countries, I'm sorry, such as Algeria and places on the uh, west coast of Africa. Um, these countries will have to ship their goods to Egypt if they want to be included in the Belt and Road scheme. Um, this will only benefit Egypt additionally as far as revenue is concerned. Um, Egypt is also an excellent option for storage. Storage for either going to or coming from the EU with goods from the EU or possibly the Arabian Peninsula, such as oil. Um, so Egypt is in an excellent position. Let's look at another country that may have a few problems in Africa. That would be Kenya. Kenya is south of Djibouti, and because it's south of Djibouti, it will have problems making the Chinese ships go south before they go north to the Red Sea area. Um, Chinese businessmen don't like to tack on extra time and money on their trips. They like to save money and time whenever possible. If that's the case, then Kenya will be out of their plans. Um, Kenya, of course, can have its own ships and cooperate with China, and maybe they will work out something that way. But they are at a bit of a disadvantage physically because of their location. Um, Djibouti, of course, is a major port for all African countries to send their goods to overland so that Chinese ships can pick them up in Djibouti. Djibouti is also militarily fortified by three major powers, France and the EU. China has their only foreign military post there, and the United States has a post there. And it's an opportunity for the United States to cooperate with China and vice versa in the Belt and Road scheme. This will be a chance for some very few lucky companies in the United States who have goods in Djibouti to get them aboard Chinese ships as a gesture of cooperation between China and the United States. So we'll see how that plays out, and that takes care of the African element. The Saudi Arabian element, or rather the Arabian Peninsula element, is a bit different. Saudi Arabia, of course, is the big player. They have three major ports up on the Red Sea, and Chinese ships will stop at whatever port offers them the best price for oil. Um, the competition will be fierce, and the prices should be very low. Um, there are other countries, of course, on the Arabian Peninsula, but unfortunately, their location is not convenient to the Red Sea route. They are on the eastern side of the Arabian Peninsula, and Saudi Arabia is on the western side of the peninsula, which is right on the Red Sea. So Saudi Arabia has a very big advantage in the Belt and Road situation. Other countries in the Arabian Peninsula will have to send their goods to Saudi Arabia, whether they want to or not, in order to be included in the Belt and Road. Some Chinese businessmen will cut their trip short by going to the eastern countries in the Arabian Peninsula, picking up oil from countries like UAE, companies like UAE. They're not companies; they're countries. Um, Countries like the UAE and also Oman and other Arab states. In that instance, the Chinese businessmen will take their oil and just go right back to Singapore or other storage areas in the Asian theater. So there are the short Chinese trips, and then there are the long Chinese trips that go up the Red Sea. Any long trip of a Chinese ship that goes up the Red Sea will include trade probably with the EU and primarily Germany. So we'll see how that works out. But right now, Saudi Arabia is the big player on the Arabian Peninsula. So until next time, this is Professor Tefero from Port St. Lucie, wishing you all a healthy year, and everyone take care. Bye-bye.